Alright guys, welcome to another beer review. Today we are popping our Little Earth Project cherry because obviously this is my first Little Earth Project review, and this was one of the beers kindly sent to me by my good friend here on BeerTube, Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews. And I have to apologise, I'm a little bit stuffy, so if I sound wheezy and out of breath, then that is the reason why. And yeah, he sent me an absolutely fantastic package of beers, so his links are down below. And this is a brewery that I've heard so many good things about, and I like their sort of approach to brewing. You know, these seem to be, they're not trying to cash in on fads, you know, they're not trying to just rush out like a double IPA to keep up with the demand. They're releasing beers when they want to release them, using aging techniques, barreling, getting all sorts of weird and wonderful foraged ingredients. And I know Harry from Blue Nice Beer Reviews and Jake from Jake Beer are massive fans of this brewery. In fact, I think Jake even went to the brewery itself and shot some videos there. So I'm going to put their links down below as well. And I'm sure at least one of them has reviewed this beer. So loads of links in the description box. So yeah. Today, from the Little Earth Project, we are looking at the Red Planet, which is clocking in at 7.2%. You really cannot read that right at all because it's faded a little bit, but from the commercial description on the website, it's pretty much sort of like a very rye forward beer, used with spiced rye malts and pale rye malts. Then I think left to ferment and left and put away for a little bit, and then dry hopped with Amarillo, I believe. Probably got that completely wrong, so that link will be in the description, as well as links to Little Earth Project and their various social media platforms. But one thing I love about them is just the simplicity of the artwork. Hand drawn, you know, just that typography, and then the different beers are actually just stamped onto the label themselves. And even the back of the bottle looks great, even though unfortunately you can't read that at all because of like printing lines and fade. But it's such a pretty looking beer, and this is what the beers look out throughout the whole range. And yeah, hopefully I can get that label off because I want to keep that because I just love it. It's a barrel with the planet on, so fantastic stuff. So 7.2%, sort of I'm guessing a wild / sour beer then today. Even though I am reviewing this at 5 to 4 in the morning. Perfect time to pop open a sour beer. Yeah, it's not going to give you acid reflux at all when you wake up tomorrow morning, but yeah, anyway, nice, gentle amounts of smoke. Very excited from this one, guys. So let's see what we get. And already that colour is lovely. Look at that. Yeah, you can definitely tell they've used a hell of a lot of rye in that one. And you can smell it from here. It's absolutely fantastic. So beer in a glass then, and that is a lovely sort of murky, browny, reddy, cranberry sort of look. Little bits and bobs floating around in there. Lovely sedimentation cloud in the middle. Beer didn't really pour with too much of a head. That'll probably change when I put the rest of the beer in, because I'd imagine there's some potential little bits and bobs. Yeah, that looks hazy as hell in the bottle itself. But yeah, it looks like, and I don't mean this as an insult, it looks almost like when they're doing work on your pipes and you don't realise and you're putting your washing up in your... What am I saying? That's not even proper English, Jesus. Yeah, it looks like rusty water, doesn't it? Fantastic stuff. So let's see what we can get on the aroma. I don't know what this like piece of t-shirt is doing right now. I don't know. Who cares, Peter? Just get on with the beer review. That rye character's lovely. And you do get that like nice hoppy character coming from the Amarillo. It sounded so stupid. That hoppy character coming from the Amarillo. That's wow. It's that rye character. It's spicy. It's funky. It's tart. It's got that sort of like vinaigrette flavour aroma to it. You get a load of different berries in there as well. Little cranberry, cherry notes. And almost like a slight frangipane aroma. Sort of reminds me of like Mr. Kipling's cherry bakewells. It's a little bakewell tart in a glass. But with that lovely rye character coming through, which adds a nice, funky, spicy, savoury edge to the beer. And then it's like this burnt aroma in the background as well. Burnt wood. I mean, if they use charred barrels or something like that with this. Yeah, it smells wonderful. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Dean. Usually when I have beers like this, I get hit first and like puckered up and stuff. But it actually starts off really nice and gentle, but then builds up a little bit like midway through the sip. Yeah, that rye. It's rye, 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 rye. Lovely spicy tones. Lovely funkiness. It's got a very slight vinegary flavour to it as well. But again, like a vinaigrette, like a berry infused vinegar sort of thing. Definitely bready, as you would expect, because it's, you know, rye malts and beer, liquid bread. Yeah, I'm really showing off my expertise with this one, aren't I, guys? I'm sorry to the guys over at Little Earth Project for probably completely misrepresenting this beer, but lovely light mouthfeel to it as well. It's got that tartness, that sourness, that vinegary edge to it, but it's not too strong. So it's got a slight sense of like an accessibility to it. So if you wanted to get into some of these more complex, funky, sour beers, this would probably be the one. But what I like most about this beer is there's almost this like shift about 3/4 of the way through. Because again, it's that savoury, spicy, funky rye note coming out. Not really picking up too much of that hop character though, it has to be said. But I'm getting like a nice nutty like chocolate bar with what's it called? Marzipan almost. It's a lovely gentle cakiness coming through. Yeah, it's marzipan. It's playing into that frangipane stuff again. And you do get those cherries and that like berry note as well. So it is, this is what this beer is to me. It's an adult cherry bakewell. And it's really damn good. I was saying it's an accessible beer, but it's also an acquired taste at the same time. I could see some people not really enjoying this one, but it's such a nicely brewed and unique little beer. Nice gentle carbonation as well. But I've got to say, I've got those nasty burps where you feel like stuff's coming up. Not because of the beer, just because of, in general, because I'm a slob. A little bit more of a berry, fruity, hedgerow flavour coming out now you put it all in. Yeah, this is a beer that it is 7.2%. You get none of that. You get more like slight wine, dessert liqueur flavours in terms of alcohol related aspects. But there's no alcohol harshness. It's a little bit, well, it's quite considerably acidic, but that alcohol is masked really, really nicely. But you would not want to just demolish a beer like this, because it would just get really sickly really quickly. And in fact, I probably only want to have one of these if I was having a little bit of a session, which I am doing tonight, or this morning I should say. I mean, I'm going to be doing an IPA after this one, and then that's me done, because I'm chatting with the lads on a hangout. But yeah, you really wouldn't want to session too many beers like this, not unless you wanted severe acid reflux. This would go so well with actual rye bread and some really nice strong cheddar, which I wish I had that. Yeah, it's like, wine still has that air of sophistication with a lot of people, but you will never get a wine that is as complex as beers like this. And this is what I wanted from my introduction to this brewery. Not just like, oh, that's a really good sour funky beer, but it's got so many nuances, it's so robust, it's got so many different characteristics, so much personality, it's really unique. But most importantly, it's a beautifully crafted beer. And yeah, got to enjoy taking my time for the rest of that one. In terms of a rating then, for Little Earth Project's Red Planet, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. I was going to say an 8% then, out of 10. I should probably go to sleep, shouldn't I? But yeah, 8 out of 10. Fantastic little beer. And I definitely want to check out more from these guys, and I think I will be back in the UK soon. So I might stock up on them if I can find them. Because I just love the concept. I love the way, I love the marketing, I love the design of it, it's such an appealing thing in what unfortunately has become just IPA, you know, craziness, which I'm not really going to complain because some of these IPAs are fantastic. But yeah, if you want something different that stands out, I think Little Earth Project are a brewery to look into. So if you've tried this one, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Are you a fan of the brewery? What's some of your favourite beers? Check out Dean, check out Harry, and check out Jake. And if anybody else has reviewed this beer, then those reviews will be included in the description box, as are links to Little Earth Project, their website, where they have really nice detailed synopsis. What's the plural of synopsis? I don't know. Of the beers that they brew, and of course their social media links. And yeah, check out my sour playlist down below for more intriguing beers. And more importantly, I hope you'll join me next time when I'm a little bit more coherent and not sounding like I've just ran for like 2 hours. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with me for another stupidly long review. And more importantly, thank you, Dean, for sending me another wonderful, wonderful beer. You're all awesome, and I shall hopefully see you all next time. Cheers.